Not yet had the honour of meeting Professor Madonsela, so welcome. Let's give her a welcome of applause. And so now you can see that the canvas in the foyer, the one with Professor Madonsela, actually represents a real person. So we are most honoured to have her here today and to be part of this occasion. Last year, the school commissioned former old girl and professional artist, Sarah Walmsley, who is with us today, commissioned her to conceptualize and create a sculpture in honor of Collegiate's sesquicentennial year. The sculpture was to be of a collegiate learner. The long journey towards today then began, and it has been a lengthy labor from the time of concept until today. On Founders' Day in May this year, we unveiled the sculpture of courage, the collegiate learner of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The resin casting of courage has graced the blue area for the past 5 months, while we have waited for the permanent bronze casting of courage. Courage has arrived to take her place in the upper quad, this quad, surrounded by a beautiful garden. The plants in the garden include several Thuli Madonsela roses of abundant clusters of two-tone pink and white roses. Courage, the collegiate learner of the past, present, and future, represents the confidently courageous girls of the college who leave the protected confines of Collegiate and enter the world rooted in values of a good work ethic, responsibility, respect, compassion, and integrity. Living out these values will enable courageous old girls of the college to stand whatever challenges might come their way in life. Professor Madonsela, a courageous South African woman who lives out the values that we hold dear, and I, as representing all girls of the college, are on the plinth this morning. In so doing, we are not only welcoming courage, a sesquicentenary legacy for all girls of the college, but also declaring the garden which he graces, the Thuli Madonsela garden. All who sit on the benches that will be in the garden have time to reflect, draw strength, and experience peace. Before we unveil the plaque, I invite Professor Madonsela to say a few words to all gathered here to mark the occasion.
Once again, I am eternally grateful to the principal of the school, the leadership of the school, and the community of Collegiate College at large. I really don't have much words to express the depth of my gratitude for the honor you have bestowed me. The only thing I can assume is that Principal Erasmus and your colleagues, we brought together by a shared belief in our common humanity. That I am because we are, you are because we are. We are interconnected as human beings. Even though I come from Joburg, and having been raised between South Africa and Eswatini, and I live in Stellenbosch, and you are here in this beautiful city of Gqeberha, former PE, we're still bound together by our shared humanity. Thank you. Well, thank you just not only for inviting me to be your patron for the year, but I thank you for the honor of this garden and associating me with it. And I hope that as this garden grows, we'll have something similar to Stellenbosch University, where the names we see in this garden and the sculptures we see in this garden, as the one that Sarah Walmsley has done, reflects the old girls of this community that have changed the world. One of the old girls of this community that I have personally looked up to and have included her in a book that I've been writing for too long. It's called No More Tea Makers. Is Pam, not Pam Golden. Yeah, it is Pam Golden. I understand she studied here. And if we talk about courage, it's not just the courage of standing alone for integrity. It's also been the courage of people like Pam Golding that went into uncharted waters and made a mark. By standing there and starting managing and leading a business with integrity, she showed the way of how can women change the world when they enter into various spaces of life. It is my hope and wish that every woman in this room and women still to come to this school will, like Pam Golding, like my colleague Karen Bruns, like Principal Erasmus, Deputy Principal Nell, and everyone, just remember, you are here for a purpose. You'll never look like anybody else because each one of us is a special blueprint. And why we're special is because we can only fit together when each one of us has some kind of difference. And when all of these things come together in harmony, when we create harmonious communities and a harmonious world. Congratulations, Principal. Congratulations to the teachers. And thank you for the privilege.
Thank you, Professor Madonsela, for those kind words and for being here today. I'm going to read the wording on the plaque, after which we will unveil the plaque. The wording on the plaque is courage, the collegiate learner of the past, present, and future. She stands tall, rooted in tradition, growing with every challenge, and always looking forward with hope, an unbroken thread connecting the past, present, and future. Unveiled by the artist, Sarah Walmsley, Matric 2010, and the principal, Mrs. Louise Erasmus, on Founders' Day, 8th of May 2024, in recognition of 150 years of collegiate girls becoming courageous women in the community. Courage is surrounded by the Garden of Reflection, established in honor of our 150 patron, a courageous South African woman, Professor Thuli Madonsela, in her presence on the 9th of October 2024. Professor Madonsela, I ask that you now join me alongside the garden so that we can unveil the plaque and so declare the Thuli Madonsela Garden of Reflection established. Girls, may for the rest of the year and for the years that you are at Collegiate, may you look on this, remember this day, and know that you were part of a very special time in the history of the school.